Hey there. In this video, we're going to be talking about tremolo accent exercises. So accents are incredibly useful for smoothing out and getting control over your tremolo. The reason is that to accent, you have to bring out a particular finger. And if you'll remember from our previous accent studies, it's not just bringing out, making one finger louder, it's also making the other ones quieter. So there's control on both ends. It's not just leaning into one and hammering away at it, but it's also practicing restraint on the ones that are not accented. And that's arguably even more important than the loudness of the actual accent. So what we're going to do here is exaggerate everything. So we're going to make the accent very loud and the other ones very quiet. And this is the way that we practice accents. So to begin with, we have a tremolo here. I reversed this on the page and I said P-I-M-A, but it's actually P-A-M-I. I just saw that. So it's P-A-M-I. Let me just mark that out. A-M-I. I don't know how that happened. So then we're going to bring out the thumb. So really loud thumb, really quiet fingers. And if you'll just quickly look at the music here, it's just an A minor chord, with the thumb going back and forth between strings 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, and then the tremolo just on the C. So when we have thumb, quiet, quiet, quiet. And just repeat that a few times, maybe 4. With the goal being the unaccented notes very even and very quiet, so none of these A, M, or I popping out in any way, all completely the exact same level and sound, with the thumb very loud. And so that's the first exercise. Then the next one, we offset the accent to the second note, which is going to be, as we have our P-A-M-I, this is P-A-M-I. That means we're bringing out the A finger. And go nice and slow so that you can still keep your movements exactly like you want. This is still a P-A-M-I pattern, so it's P plays, the A comes out. When the A plays, the I and M come out. I'm preparing I throw a little bit further. So we have very quiet thumb, thumb, loud A, and then very quiet. And do this as slowly as you need to. And while you're doing this, whenever you're playing with accents and everything, it might be tempting to tense up and squeeze with your hand and get really locked up. But try between each note to just release and make this, what if it was easy? We'll just pretend. What if it were really easy? And just do it really easy in the hand, with the palm really soft and wide feeling. In the interior of the palm, you can just imagine that being really soft. Guess what's next? You got it. We're going to offset this again, and then this time we'll put it on the third beat. So now our accent falls on the M. P-A-M-I, P-A-M-I. Oops. Listen for the loud notes and make sure that there's only one, and that's the one you want. I'm going a little bit fast here, but that's because I've been drinking a lot of coffee. In your practice, go really slow and make sure that there is just one accented note, and it is the loud one, and you can go as slow as you need to. The beauty of these accent exercises is that you don't have to play them fast to get the good out of them. Instead, it's really just bringing attention to one finger at a time. And that brings us to the last one, and this is arguably the most important one. Have I used arguably twice in this video? This is perhaps the most important one because it's easy to lilt your tremolo, and ideally we don't want the second exercise, number 2, which is the A accented all the time. We want to be able to do it, but we don't want our tremolo to sound like that. And oftentimes what happens is that this I finger, which is this one, the I finger is what's being accented here. This one oftentimes trails off, so to accent it can really smooth things out. So we have P-A-M-I, P. going as slow as you need to. To keep all of your motions exactly like you want them to be. So this is the tremolo accent exercise. A little bit of this just goes a long way. Make sure that you only practice it as long as you can keep absolutely focused on it. And so just doing it a few times, being super focused, is better than doing it sloppily 10 times or 20 times or a million times. So enjoy the accent exercises with the tremolo. You'll get a lot of good out of these, I feel certain. Have a good one.